All right. Um, Here is Chris Van Hollen. This would be number three, please, on his press conference as he returned to the United States, talking about what he learned from folks in El Salvador. Number three, please.
And I really want to applaud them and every member of the Foreign Service and State Department in El Salvador and everywhere around the world. I co-chair the Foreign Service Caucus, and I have a deep appreciation for what they do. I asked them if they had received any instruction from Washington to help facilitate the release of Gilmore. The answer was no. I asked them if they had made any attempt to reach out to him. The answer was no. So it's very clear that the president and the Trump administration are blatantly, flagrantly disagreeing with, defying the order from the Supreme Court.
Senator, can you talk about who from the Salvadorian government contacted you to facilitate this meeting? You mentioned that there were terms associated with the meeting. Were you told not to reveal any detail from the meeting until you came back to the United States? And were you at all concerned for your safety in and around this meeting taking place?
That is quite a multi-part question.
So I was not concerned about my safety at this meeting. And I will say, obviously there's a lot of uncertainty when you're approached by soldiers and have your car pulled over to the side of the road and told you can't go any further. But I will say that the soldiers acted professionally, okay, in their encounter with me. They had their orders. They implemented their orders. In terms of, I'm sorry, what was
about the meeting? How the meeting came to be? Who contacted you?
So the meeting they.
All right. Okay, Batya, what would you say to Senator Van Hollen if he called you and said, "How do you think I'm doing?" What would you say?
I'm going to answer that, but Mark, what did you think of the sign held up behind him that said, "This is what leadership looks like"?
I mean, again, I'm of two minds here. I do think that the opposition party needs to be. My hat's off to them about their principled concern about the ignoring of legal orders from a co-equal branch, but celebrating Chris Van Hollen for making this trip, I don't understand, because this trip was not about violating judicial orders. This trip was about trying to bring this guy back to the United States from a senator who doesn't appear to know the facts of the case. So I don't understand why he went. And so the specific answer to your question is, I don't understand celebration on that sign. This is what leadership looks like, because I don't think this is what leadership looks like. Even whether you're for the Democratic Party or not, I don't think it's what leadership looks like. That's my answer.
That's a great answer. I just kept thinking there's that lovely gay hairdresser everybody was talking about. I mean, where's his senators rushing to, there's actually it seems like a pretty nice person who got caught up in this, but they forgot that person to go get the wife beater. It's okay. So I want to make a couple points that I think are really important. It seems to me like on the due process argument, the discourse seems to suggest that because we have three branches of government, therefore no criticism of any judicial ruling is allowed, right? That's what it seems like. Like at this point,
but there's a difference between, sorry to interrupt, but there's a difference between criticism and defiance.
So I want to go back a little bit. This person, I feel we as the American people were deeply failed by the way that the immigration courts
totally agree
operated here.
Totally agree.
I mean, beating a woman is a deportable offense. Why is he still here? Being pulled over without a driver's license is a deportable offense. Why is he still here? Being pulled over with 7 people who all gave your address, kind of a big, red flag for human trafficking, deportable offense. Why is he still here? The evidence of MS-13 is very credible, which is, I believe, why MSNBC pulled away. They were very worried that Trump might say something
you're about to see something on that point, but keep going.
Might convince one of their viewers that maybe this isn't the best person we should be white knighting for. He was arrested with two high-level MS-13 people. He had a wad of cash on him and drugs. And the symbols of the presidents, I thought it was on the money, but then somebody told me no, it was on the sweatshirt. It's unclear from the report. The eyes, the ears, and the mouth were crossed out, which is MS-13 language for see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I mean, that's pretty credible. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot going on there beyond just one police officer's reports.
Hey, want to be part of the two-way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing.